Hey folks, what is going on? We're looking at, we're approaching 9 a.m. here, Thursday morning, which everyone knows. We got that 3 for Thursday going. And I got three pieces here that I'd like to show you guys. And we'll go ahead and get into it. The three blades that I have up here today are spear point blades. I'd like to talk about the good old spear points. And I thought it'd be a good topic, and I thought it would make for a good 3 for Thursday. So I'm going to start out with the middle one because we all know that one so well. This is the Sod Buster. This is the Sod Buster Jr. Okay. Now, before I go any further, I want to talk to you guys about this Sod Buster Jr. real quick. I just want to touch on it. This is in the synthetic handles. This is not the fancy dancy ones that you could get in the bone. But boy, I'll tell you, I've got quite a few of these. And I got the yellow Delrin one. I got the black one. And now I've got the red one. But anyway, it feels wonderful in hand. You got a really nice purchase. You've got a good purchase of it in hand. It's nice and hand filling. Really not too hand filling. You could see it's not all that fat, you know. Personally, I like the way it looks. I like the way it feels in hand. I like the operation. I like them equally as good as the bone handled ones. I like this knife quite a bit. You could beat the living dickens off this thing. You could throw this thing up against a curb. Nothing's going to happen to these plastic scales. It is truly a working man's knife. It is truly a working man's knife. Now, what you get with this spear point is just absolute, when you begin to do your cutting chores or any kind of chores you're doing with your knife at all, with this spear point blade, it's just going to excel in a way that most of you guys already know what a spear point blade is and have used one. But when you start using this spear point blade, the shape of this blade is just meant for business. That's what it's meant for. It's meant for business, ladies and gentlemen. Also, what is fantastic is you're getting this in carbon steel now. You can pick this variant up right here in the carbon steel, the CS. Where does it say it? Right there. CS, carbon steel. Produced in the United States of America. And there's a few of us in the community that just can't stress or just can't get enough of a Sod Buster, because you can clearly see it's that blade shape, how it just comes up, and it's so simplistic. There's really nothing special about, how do I say it, about the blade, but yet again, it's just a cutting demon. And it's going to be there for everything you need. I mean, this is on the category if you had to pick one knife for the rest of your life. This one could very well be it. I mean, truly, this one can be it. I just wanted to give you a look at this spear blade with this carbon steel. And this looks like a bullnose shark, don't it? In the front, it just looks like, don't it look like it's swimming back and forth? Just imagine a bullnose shark in the ocean. Don't it look like a bullnose shark? And a bullnose shark ain't nothing to play with, right? But we'll get back to this in a minute. Guys, I'd highly recommend this knife. It's like 32 bucks or something. How can you beat this knife for 32 bucks with carbon steel, produced in the USA? Guys, you got to try and get one. You really do got to try and get one. You're going to get a real nice patina on it. You can see how that grayish tint is coming out of there. It's a good piece. It's a good knife, guys. Okay, that took up some time there. I didn't mean to take up that much time, guys. I apologize, but once I start talking about these side busters and spear points, I get a little crazy, a little off topic. The next one, I'm going to shoot to this one. This is my newest acquisition, and I just purchased this yesterday, and I am just blown away by this piece. I've been carrying it since yesterday. I've had it in my pocket since yesterday morning, since I got it. And this thing is just unbelievable. You guys would all know if you've had or have a Duke or that other knife that folds over. It's like a folded over type deal, but it's a little different. Super, well, you can't get any thinner than that. You can't go any thinner than that because the blade is that thin. You can't get no thinner than this. But what a carry in hand. What a feeling. I mean, you know, now we're going to talk about Boker for a little bit. You can see this spear point is almost the same exact spear point. And I just love them, and that's what makes me gravitate towards them. Look at that spear point. What was I saying? I lost my train of thought. I lost the train of thought, Peter. But we'll get back to it. This was, what was this? I think this was like $30 too. Real affordable. But here's the kicker on this one. You get this awesome 12C27 steel. And I'd like to touch on that for a second as well. This stuff is, guys, I know if you've probably heard me talking about VG10 before, I was like, oh, VG10 is the best steel, the best budget steel, and it sharpens up the best. And yes, it does. But this 12C, I put an edge on it. Guys, as Richter would say, honest to goodness, I gotta take his quote, but man, this is fruit roll up sticky. This edge, guys, I didn't do much to it. You know what I did to this one? I wanted to try something different. I shot it across my Spyderco rod. I got Spyderco Sharpmaker rods, and I swiped it a couple times across my ultra fine Spyderco rod. Then I took it right to the strop. A couple times I stropped it back and forth about 15 times, and this sucker, you got a really thin bevel, very, you can just barely see. Those bevels that are extra real thin like that, man, and they don't get real wide, they're the dangerous ones, guys. They are the dangerous ones. Look at that bevel. Man, I hate when I can't get it in clear and to show you guys. See how it fades out? I can't show you. But this is a great little knife. It's already taken on the patiners. You could see the patiners taking on that handle just after one day of carry. Just simple. It's so, listen to this. It's so smooth and it's so easy to pinch. It's so easy to pinch, and the lockup is tight. Listen to the lockup. Solid lockup. Guys, I tell you, you know, I don't get paid by Boker or anything, but you know something? Boker has their 3 tiers, which you all know. We got the Boker Plus line. We got the Boker Magnum line. And then you got your Boker Sologen line. Germany, straight up Germany line. It doesn't matter what tier you get them from, because I've bought quite a few of these off the cheapest line. I think the Magnum is the cheapest line, and they still put forth their fit and finish, and their quality is just like the high-end Bokers. Just like the high-end Bokers. They treat their their lower end knives exactly like their higher end knives, if that makes any sense. But you can see this spear point. God, man, that thing, love it, love it. And again, operation is just so smooth. Look at that. It doesn't have any half stops, and then it just closes right in here. So, it's ultra smooth. It's ultra thin for just this is like the ultimate EDC gentleman carry right here. This has to be the best gentleman church carry knife here. We all talk about that church carry knife when they get thin and small, and this is a church carry knife here. Okay. So then the last one for an example that I have here is this very, very awesome, and it just pisses me off to no end that this shield is crooked in there. See it? They put the shield in there a little crooked, and boy, does that irk me because I see it and I'm anal like that. But if you could look behind that inlay being crooked in there, this knife here, you could see this saw cut bone. It's a USA made old timer. And you've got this beautiful spear point blade again, right? Same blade as the other three, just gorgeous. This one is a really good knife. This has got the 1095 high carbon steel on it. This is going to run you roughly about $60, and I'm going to tell you this now. Like I said, I don't get paid. You know I don't get paid by anybody to sponsor any companies. This knife here, it's a lockback, USA made, produced, 1095 carbon steel, and it comes in at like 50 or 60 bucks. Shop around, you could probably get this one for 50 bucks. And if you don't think that this knife is worth 50 bucks, it's just a wonderful, I think they got washers in here. As a matter of fact, I know they got washers in there because it can never run this smooth. A lockback can never be that smooth. I mean, I'm just opening it and closing it barely with 2 fingers. Look, I don't have no effort behind that. And the action is phenomenal. Phenomenal. It locks up real nice and tight. No lock rock on it. Nothing like that. Tight as a button. I mean, tight. And it's just rocking that spear point blade, man. It's just a simplistic piece of cutlery. But yet, it's just so awesome. Now you put this in a slip and you are ready to rock and roll. Your day is ready to go. You'll have a smile on your face. I'll guarantee it. You pull this out of your slip and you're going to be like, yeah, yes, indeedy. You know it. You know you're going to have a little something special in that pocket. But, yeah, guys, this is the Old Timer USA. I can't recommend this one enough. You've got that beautiful saw cut bone. I love the bone. Look at that bone. Look at that bone. This side's beautiful. Look how they did that bone. And it feels nice in the hand too. You know, it feels nice. It's that sod buster. And it's a sod buster in your hand, isn't it? That's a soddy in your hand, boy. Look at that. That's an almost exact replica right here of a sod buster. All right? You've got those beautiful blades. Look at them blades, guys. Come on, help me out. Those spear blades just get me every time. Don't they though? Aren't they beautiful? Okay, guys, that's about it for this one. If you can please drop me that comment. I appreciate reading them. And I appreciate all your feedback all the time. You guys have been fantastic in the comments. I love reading them, you know what I mean? And you guys really come up with some good ones, interesting comments. I read a lot of them, and some of the comments are really gosh darn good. So drop me a comment. Let me know what you think about spear points. Let me know what you think about side buster knives. Let me know what you think about these knives here. This old timer USA piece. Let me know what you think about this guy here. This is the newest Boker that I picked up. I'm curious about what you guys think about this Boker. With that steel on it, the thinness, it's ready to go, man. It's ready to go. All right, guys, listen now. Be good, be well, be safe. And honestly, when I say this, I'm not joking around. It's crazy times out there. You guys all know I mentioned it before. You've got TVs in your house. You put the news on every day. People are, there's no other way of saying it, but there's a bunch of animals out there nowadays, guys. So you never know what you're going to come upon. You never know what you're going to get yourself into as soon as you leave that door. Be real careful, guys. Watch your surroundings. Just be aware, you know what I mean? Be as much prepared as you can, because don't you think it's not going to happen to you. Don't think it's not going to happen to you. All right, guys, be well now. Take care.